Hi, buddy. How's life treating you? Welcome to Urugano TV, whether you're used to be here or it's your first time. And I'd like to tell you that this is a platform to supply you with news you need to know nowadays. So please remember to subscribe, like our video, and share it to your beloved friends. Bisiika opens another thumb circle of a piece on Rwanda. That's our topic. On Sunday, 14th June, the Kampala Daily Monitor's so-called Rwanda specialist Asumani Bisiika wrote another thumb-sucking piece to demonstrate that he knows why President Kagame might not be in favor of statues or monuments in his honor. One would borrow an example from certain Anglophone traditions in journalism to illustrate the methods of the Bisiikas of the professions, the ones that most likely to engage in a thumb-sucking journalism. The honest reporters that put in a long hours to gather the facts, cross-check the information and parade through important courts, have little respect for the likes of Asumani Bisiika. Thumb-sucking is the lazy alternative to gather the facts on any matter one sets out to write on. The journalist will prefer to make up most of his own facts along the way. That is Bisiika in a nutshell. When one has been examining his articles from the Daily Monitor, the only image gets is of not so serious journalism whose main talents in name dropping. His latter piece on Rwanda, titled General Muhoozi Kainerugaba Kagame may not need a statue, is very much in that vein. In as far as one can discern a theme to this extensive thumbsuck, it is that President Kagame allows no monuments in Rwanda, or that he erases the past. That is not true at all. The President of Rwanda will be remembered for the iconic Kigali Convention Center, the sprawling Ministry of Defense, and many others. But if Kagame really hates the monument, a visitor in Kigali may ask, what about those parliaments building in Kigali commemorating the Liberation War? What about the museum at Kanombe in the house where Habyarimana and Pastor Bizimungu lived? These are some sorts of questions everyone would be thinking about. So to continue, please, I'd like you to remind you to subscribe if you hadn't, like our videos and share them to your friends. That is a great contribution to our channel as well. So to continue, Bisiika just invent things true to character, and also think of his crimes about the reasons Kigali authorities decided on a new way to name its street some years ago. He writes, Rwandan authorities may have had other reasons to change the street naming system, but it is clear the names of people and places after whom the street have been named have been relegated down the lower rank for the history of Rwanda. Now, such a claim can only deceive one that have never spent just a few days in Kigali before the year 2013, when the city's letters and number street identification system was unveiled. Other than 3 or 4 streets in Kiyovu, the entire city had no street names. That's a simple fact. When the authorities set out to name the street, it was simply a part of plans to organize and modernize Rwandan capital. If Bisiika, who, according to reports, spent time in Kigali in the late 19s, 200,000 before getting deported for outstaying his visa, was not so intent on deceiving, he would let his readers know these facts. Kigali and other Rwandan towns had no street naming system. It should hold Habyarimana and Kayibanda responsible for that, but not Kagame, because the streets are already named. If you come to Rwanda, you will be able to see that, either the big roads or the small ones that we used to call streets. But he won't let facts get in the way of good story, which is that Kagame renamed Kigali Street to get the name of some. Now, regarding the very few streets in Kiyovu that either Kayibanda or Habyarimana in their time decided to name, let's think of just one. Ruyumuhoro, for instance. This is Kinyarwanda for Avenue of Machete. Yes, there was a road in Kigali named after the machete, obviously, an agricultural tool that was used in genocide for mass murder. Does Bisiika have a quarrel with changing the name of the road? Avenue of the Machete to something else? Which could he change it to? Does he have an idea? So don't let him blind you most of the times. Whatever I may think, Rwandans have other more progressive ideas. But the man is far from done inventing things like that. Next, he claims it is legal to refer to Pastor Bizimungu as a former president, and that court of law has expunged from public record Mr. Bizimungu's public life. How such a pairing falsehood could get by the fact checkers at the Daily Monitor as a whole question in itself? Most probably the paper is on these games of misinformations. That's why I've been saying he's branding people, just fooling them. That's why Urugano TV is here to let the truth out for you to know. Rwandans prefer not to talk much about Bizimungu, who during his presidency proved to be a very divisive figure. But sometimes, Rwandan will refer to him and call him the former President Bizimungu. As for expunging anyone's record, Bisiika should just let that kind of fiction stay in the books of George Orwell. He always gives it a real try to distort the affairs of Rwanda, and his problem is that his piece fails the smell test at first go. So dear friends, our topics ends here, but I can't forget to thank you indeed for following us and reminding you to subscribe if you hadn't. Let me see you guys next time. Bye.